In this video, we will be walking through a quick start guide for the MD200 VFD. The MD200 is a compact AC drive designed for a wide range of general-purpose motor applications, including pumps, fans, and conveyors. It is available in two different voltage classes, 200 to 240 volts alternating current, and 380 to 480 volts alternating current with output power ranging from 0.5 horsepower to 5 horsepower. The first thing to do when starting up the drive is to reset the system to default settings. With the drive powered on, press the Program button to enter the parameter menu and navigate to the field, FP, and press Enter. We will scroll to the parameter responsible for factory reset, FP-01. Once we have located this parameter, change the value to 1, then press Enter to confirm. After a moment, with the exception of the motor parameters, the drive will have been fully reset to factory defaults. In this next section, we will be configuring and tuning our VFD based on our motor nameplate data. We will navigate to the motor parameter group, F1, and begin adjusting each value based on the motor being used. Firstly, we will go up to F1-01 and press Enter. This value is the rated motor power in kilowatts. Change this to the value listed on the motor nameplate and press Enter to save. We will press Enter again to adjust the value of F1-02, which is the rated motor voltage. Once again, you will input the appropriate value into the field and press Enter to save the value. For F1-03, we will enter the rated motor current in amps and press Enter to save again. By default, Inovance drives limit the input to 50 Hz, so if your motor is rated above that value, we need to increase that maximum first. Press the Program button to return to the navigation screen and go down to F0 and press Enter. We will scroll up to F0-10 and press Enter. Here we can change the maximum frequency of the drive, which for this example, we change it to 60 Hz for our specific motor. Once we have saved the value, press Program to return to the program screen and navigate back into F1-04. At this point, we can now adjust the value to match the one listed on the motor nameplate. We will save this by pressing Enter and proceed to change the last parameter, F1-05. This is the motor speed in revolutions per minute, which we will match to the rating and press Enter to save. Once all the parameters have been entered, the next step is to auto-tune the drive. We will do this by going to F1-37 and changing the value to either 1 or 2. These represent static and dynamic tuning respectively. However, for the MD200, dynamic auto-tuning is only supported on the 3-phase models. For our demo, we are using a single-phase drive, so we will use static tuning. Once you have entered and saved the appropriate value, the tuning indicator will begin blinking, and the screen will display the word Tune. Press and hold the Run button, and the drive will begin the auto-tuning process. This will be completed after about 4 minutes, and once finished, the drive will return to the main screen. This next section will cover the control mode of our drive. These are done within the F0 parameters. We will start with F0-01, which is the parameter that configures the motor control mode. For the MD200, there are two options, sensorless vector and voltage over frequency. However, do note that the sensorless vector option is limited to the 3-phase models. So for our example, we will set the value to 2 and press Enter. The next field configures the command source for the device. We will keep this at 0 so that it will run from the keypad. We will also keep the next field at 0. This parameter is the frequency source and determines the source from which the drive's frequency is controlled. By keeping it at 0, the frequency is set from the device under the field F0-08. The final parameter we need to change is F0-12. This parameter is the frequency upper limit and limits the operating frequency of the motors. For our example, we will set the max to 60 Hz and press Enter to save it. Returning back to the main display, we can now run the motor. press the green button to begin operation and the red button stops operation. We can also change the running frequency by navigating to F0-08 and adjusting the value. Additionally, we can change the running direction under F0-09 by changing between 1 and 0. Both of these values can be changed during operation as well. This has been a quick start guide for the Inovance MD200 VFD. Please check out the other videos on our channel for more ways to set up the drive or help setting up other Inovance devices.